Hello and welcome, it's June here. Today I have an exploding card box to show you, and what I'm going to do is give you the measurements and show you how to put it together, because this is a commission. I've still got a few things to do to it to finish it for today. Overall, it is 4.5 inches by 3 7/8 in height. For the lid, I've got 3 different die cuts on here, and the large one, the base one, is die cut 3 times and glued together. The middle one, 2 die cuts, the top one, 2 die cuts, and on the top one I've added some double-sided adhesive sheet and glittered that. And what I'm going to do is put the little boy's name on there, or maybe just his initials. And then, as you see, I've decorated with 2 sizes of pearls. And on the box lid at the side, there's die cuts all around. These are spellbinders, and with the top one, I've used spellbinders and heartfelt creations. So they're the 2 dies mainly that I've used. So I have these 2 die cuts on the 4 edges and a little heart in the center. There's a pearl to go in the center of the heart as well. And then on these exposed pieces, that's going to be decorated. It's covered in Mod Podge just for protection, which I'll do when I'm finished these exposed areas. And when you take the lid off, you have this. So on the base, the 4 pieces, exactly the same, 2 die cuts. I've used the tonic waterfall dies for the cuts, and then embossed these with the A4 Cascading Hearts embossing folder by Creative Expressions. The top heart here is an unknown make. I've added some Wink of Stella on the top before I glued it to the blue card. Inside we've got 3 very pretty die cuts there. They're by Heartfelt Creations. Unknown die for these 2 hearts. The sentiment here is stamped with a grey ink pad. It says "Sweet Cause for Celebration Today," and I used the Pierce Circle die from Creative Expressions to die cut that. I've made this cross with the pearls, and I'm going to type on card the baby's name underneath on your christening day and the date of the christening, so that'll be on a tag at the bottom. This is left blank. I'm putting a verse in there, and the grandparents, it's the grandparents who've asked me to make a card, a christening card. The grandparents can sign here and leave a little message if they wish. So I'm going to show you how to make the box, not how to decorate it, because that's your choice. We need 3 sheets of A4 card and a scoring board, a scoring tool, a pair of scissors and some glue. So with the base card, we want 2 pieces that measure 3 7/8 by 11 5/8, and we need to score this at 3 7/8 and 7 3/4. I've already pre-scored the other one just to save some time. So we have the two like that. Add glue, or you can use double-sided tape, it's your choice, on the middle section, the middle panel only, and that glues onto the other one like that. And then for the insert, the card is still 3 5/8 by 10 7/8. We are going to score at 3 5/8 and 7 1/4. And burnish your score lines. I've already done the second one. Again, glue on the middle panel, and that will glue onto that one. For the lid, you need a piece of card which is 7 1/8 square. You score at 1.5 inches and 5 5/8. Turn the card around and score exactly the same again, 1.5 inches by 5 5/8. I can now move that. We'll score these. And now you have 4 tabs on each corner, and if you just take a little slither of card out up to the score line, so you're cutting a little bit out like a triangular shape up to the score line, and then a little bit off this side up to the score line. Do it on the other 3 pieces. Just take a little bit off there. I've had to take my hand splint supports off to do this, so excuse me if I am fingers and thumbs doing this. A little bit off the side up to the score line. Did I do that one? Yes. And then the last one. It just makes it much neater corners when you do this. As I mentioned, you can use wet glue or double-sided tape, it's your choice. And what we need to do is apply glue to the outside of the 4 tabs. So I'm using the Beacon 3-in-1 craft glue, which is fantastic. They also make a Fabri-Tac, Beacon Fabri-Tac which is also top class. And I use that, I'm going to have to take a little bit off there. I use that Fabri-Tac when I'm making my mini albums. And actually, I can't see much difference in the glues other than the 3-in-1 glue is a little bit cheaper. I order mine from Amazon and it's usually here within a day, 2 days at the most. And you see how it holds very quickly. It's excellent. If there's any excess that comes out of the sides on your card, you can just pick it up with your finger and roll it into a little ball. Very similar to Crafter's Companion, the liquid glue with the red top. That's in a bottle. It has a red top. So there we have this cute little lid. You can also adjust this exploding box if you didn't want it as an exploding box. You don't need to put the insides in like that. Don't cut these areas, just have your A4 card on your scoreboard and score and fold in those places, so you'll have a solid base and your card box lid there, and that would make a nice gift box. Right, so glue on the middle panel, and put it onto the middle panel of the other piece, just like that. The same with the insert. And you could, depending on the occasion, really go to town decorating these boxes. So there you are, base, insert, and now I'm going to apply glue to the center panel again. Put the lid on here. This is smaller, so don't try to marry it up to those two score lines, because it just comes a little below, just like that. So there is your base, your basic exploding card box. Gather up all the pieces and pop your lid on, just like that, and the finished one. Thank you again for spending some time with me, and I will see you at the next video. Bye.